That's right. Eagles way of boxing. Back up in here, man. Back here. We back. We on now. We are on. So get that right. Get right. If you can't get right, get some get right. If you can't act right, get some act right. I don't know where you're going to get it. You know, you go to the store, whatever. But if you can't get right or can't act right, you can get some. You got some people is born with it. Some people got to be taught it. Some people got to go purchase it. Yeah. You're wondering why I say stuff like that. Yeah, you're going to find out. Because everything is purchasable. Everything. You can purchase anything that you want to. You know, even courage or whatever. You can purchase courage. There's so many things you can purchase. But you never thought about it like that. A lot of times you don't think about the same things. The way that I think about them, a lot of times, my friend, you don't think about them. You can't hear it. You hear. You're deaf. And I know that you don't like, and you're not afraid of the ugly woman. But sometimes the ugly woman is powerful. And sometimes, or many times, the ugly woman will cut you. Don't see. I don't know why I said that. I'm not bashing. I'm not against the girls or nothing like that. Aisha, you need to come see me. I know you. If you're hearing me or if you listen to me, you need to come see me. You've been abandoning me. You need to come see about it. Or else I'm going to see about you. And you already know. You already know. So get you some get right. Yeah, I just had some thoughts. I've been thinking about this whole, our journeys and stuff. Where we're headed in this boxing adventure. Or however you want to call it. You have to excuse me. I'm always doing something. I multitask. I'm not trying to forget anything that I'm talking about, but I'm trying to see exactly. I have some certain stuff here. This is not what you think it is. It might not be what I think it is. I'm trying to find out what it is. And for some reason I can't because my tea is kind of overpowering everything. So I can't tell. Some stuff I have labeled, so because I got some desert sage. That's what that is. Desert sage. I always look for something for blessings, and so it's part of my blessing group. And so I was wondering what this other. I have another container, but it's like another little pouch. It looks a little different. It looks a little different, so it look kind of, all the herbs once you grind them up, they look so similar. You got to be able to tell. You can't always visually tell once you grind something up, and it's supposed to be more or less be. They call it strained. They have different names. Shifted. Pardon me. So, when you have herbs and stuff, you're really supposed to shift them. Shift. You're not really supposed to. I get into a debate with somebody the other day about it. I'm not gonna say who, but I got in a debate with somebody about this the other day, and I told them you're not supposed to grind stuff. You're not supposed to, because it was put here a certain way. That's the way it's supposed to be. You can burn certain stuff. You can chop. You can shift. What they call mulch or whatever. But you're not supposed to actually just grind stuff. And I'll tell you guys why in a bit. But I'll just wait. I'm gonna wait a little bit wait for wait for you guys to get in here because I know you guys are late because I'm usually late. Not usual, but I'm late a lot of times, so I gotta wait for you guys to try to come in and say, "Hey, the Eagles way up." Once y'all say, "Hey," then I can finish my story, and I can talk to you about it, and just to see where your opine is because this is grown folks chat, inboxing chat, and hopefully we're gonna find some things out today, and hopefully you'll find something out because it's important topic when it comes to boxing. And when it comes to a lot of casual fans of boxing and a lot of people that don't really understand the dynamics of a fighter. And so hopefully I'm gonna shake some of this dust loose from what people think about certain fighters or what they feel about fighters. Hopefully I'll be able to shake that loose. And once I shake it loose, then you'll be able to understand. You'll be like, okay, I understand a little bit better now. It's just gonna be a perspective, but I'm gonna let you take it the way that you want to take it. Because I never want to seem too knowledgeable about certain stuff. There's only certain things. There's like a certain realm, like a spiritual realm or something like that. When it comes to spiritual things, then I want to be the expert. Now, I know a lot of people don't talk about that, and we don't get a chance to talk about that very often in here. We started, we did, but now we don't talk about it as much. Because I don't want people to, oh, he's talking that spiritual stuff. It's not scary. Yeah, a lot of people, they talk about it's boring and scary. But what I'm going to do, I like to try to open up the mind to where you can listen to it and you can actually get the information out of it. Like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. You see what I mean? I want you to be able to get the information so you can say it makes a lot of sense. Or it don't make no sense. It has to go one way, right? It has to go one way or another. Either it's gonna make sense or it's not gonna make sense. Does that make sense? Oh, it don't even make no sense. That's how ridiculous people are sometimes. Where certain stuff don't make sense, they don't want it to make sense. And that's the whole thing. If you want it to make sense, it's gonna make sense. If you don't want it to make sense, it's going to be nonsense. So hopefully we'll make some sense out of some things in boxing. And I think this is Wednesday, so I think this is actually pretty important. But let me go back in the check. I got to make sure that notifications went out. Because usually one of my champs should be here at least. At least, champ, where you at? Champ ain't even here. Let me see. Because I see people coming in and out, but those aren't. The people that are coming in and out, you people are not web watchers or something. You can't be. Hold on. Yeah. All right. So the notification did go out. I just went and checked because I got thumbs up and stuff. So maybe people are just coming by just to salute. But Aisha, I just want to tell you, if you're using the iPhone or whatever, what happens if you look on the middle of it? I think it's right below the play screen where where the video is playing at. You'll see it says live, and you think that means live. That means it's a live show. But on your product, I believe that you have to actually touch that, and then you go live. You're actually live, but you can't comment. But if you touch that, then you can comment. And so that's what I want to bring across. Just to let you know. And I'm talking to I. I'm talking to you, little I, so just let me know. let me know. If you can't make it, then I mean, if you can't figure it out, just text me or something like that. I'll get it. But I'll see my brother out there because I had thumbs up. That's my thumbs up checkers here. But it won't be able to. But we'll be able to tell now if his mods had gave thumbs up or not, because when you came in, we probably had 3 or 4 thumbs up. So we'll be able to know what the mods are doing. Keep our eye on them. And that's my brother out there, Derek Bailey. Salute to him. And Derek Brady says salute at Eagles Wear Boxing. Okay, so when it comes to sports, and especially when it comes to this, like the one-on-one sports and boxing, pugilism, things of this nature, what a lot of people aren't getting, and the reason I'm talking about the Silverbacks, and Silverback is like it's the strongest, it's probably the strongest of the so-called ape family. He's probably the biggest and strongest. Him and then orangutan. I don't know. It's kind of debatable which one of those is actually the strongest, because chimpanzees are strong as hell too. But anyway, those are 2 biggest ones, so you would figure that they are they're the strongest. So, but orangutan is absolutely real strong too. I don't know why they don't ever put them in the list as much. They always talk about the chimpanzee strength, but orangutan is strong as I don't know what. They hang by fingers on branches. They just can hang by fingers on branches all day, and they usually don't. They're hardly ever on the ground. Chimpanzees are always running. They're on the ground, in tree, up and down. But that's all, especially a big boy. And you guys might not know about that, but for those big boys like that, this is kind of cold. If you would look at it, if you look at it as a human, you would think it's kind of cold to the society. But what he does, the big one, the orangutan, he mates and then just leaves. He just leaves, like, I'm out. He don't want to hear nothing that she got to say. He like mates and he out of there. She raised the youngs or whatever, but he just out. He like, I'm out. I did my job. I'm out of here. And in our society, we kind of frown on stuff like that. And I see my brother out there, D to the Ray, is out there too. What's up, D Ray? Make sure you hit my thumbs up before you get yourself up in here, man. D Ray says salute at Eagle. And the champ, Derek Bailey. That's right, the champ. That sounds good, Derek Bailey. Derek Bailey, like, I'm the champ up in here now. Because he gets to hear that he's the champ. I'm the champ, but he's the champ. Yeah. I'm going to try to get through some of these mysteries. And one thing that a lot of people say, and you're actually casual if you say this shit. If you talk about weight bullying and stuff like that, then you have to be casual. And not casual to the point to where you're casual in boxing itself, but you're casual on the physicality of boxing. And it's kind of, there's lines to be drawn everywhere in this topic. There's lines to be drawn in certain, in the topic. It's just a lot of lines to be drawn. So it's kind of, and I don't want to say it's gray. There's really no gray areas, because everybody is just different. Everybody's different. For instance, if you train too hard, too fast, and lose too much weight, then what's probably going to happen is you're going to lose strength with it. Now, you'll probably keep quickness, but you'll probably lose a lot of power and strength, if that makes sense to you. But a lot of people don't know that you have to go down gradually. And we're going to go, before we get all the way into, let's talk about the disc boxers themselves. Okay, let's get on the fat boys. So, boxers that actually miss weight. And a lot of people, the first thing that we say, name some reasons of why a boxer misses weight. Besides the scale. Is it the scale? No, that's official scale. They have to calibrate that before the fight. Okay, so it's not the scale. But why are you missing weight? Did you hydrate too much already before the fight? Did you eat too big of a meal before the weigh-in? And I should have said before the weigh-in too on drinking. So what happened to where you couldn't make the weight? And we got some more news to talk about, far as like the Lopez and stuff like that. So we're gonna get it. We're gonna get in on them a little bit because I see some things coming up that might be worthy of talking about. Might be some more deceptions coming up. Grown folks. That's how we talk about it. We talk about it like that, folks. We talk about it like in the deceptive way. That sometimes these things are deceptions. Sometimes everything's legit, and then sometimes there's some type of deception about it. So we're gonna check those out. Make sure that we're not being deceived, because that's the last thing we want to be, is deceived. Why are you deceiving us? Right? So a fighter's missing weight, right? And if a fighter is missing weight, and I actually was listening to a fighter, I'm not going to say who it is, but I was actually listening to a fighter talk about fighters and stuff. It made sense, but he only touched a little bit of it. And so I said, you know what, it makes more sense. I can bring this up because I can touch a little bit more. Because now we start to see the secrets a lot of times about fighters. Now, the reason a fighter doesn't make weight for the fans, like the fans, this is what the fans will say. That's one of the first things we're going to say. One of the first things we're going to say is the reason you didn't make weight is because you didn't train properly. That's the first thing we're going to say. That's the first thing. That's the easiest thing to go to, is that you didn't train. That's the first thing. And we're always going to go to that. Oh, you didn't train, man. So we go to that, right? So first and foremost, you didn't train. Second, it's probably the meal you had before weigh-in, and we talk about that, or drank too much before weigh-in. But the number one is always going to be that you didn't train. Now we're going to jump into that. And I see my brother D-Lo 404 down there. We will get into that, but we're going to get into it a certain way. Because number one is, if everybody's seeing that and everybody's saying that, then everybody's probably wrong about that. But like I said, there's lines drawn. So everybody's probably wrong about them not training. Because guess what? You was in there for media day. You was in there. You was watching videos. You seen them training. So what happens? A lot of times we miss how old the fighter is. Right? So if a fighter's young, a lot of times a fighter doesn't make the weight if he's young and he's growing. At the same time he's trying to lose weight, his body's trying to put on weight. So that's one reason, right? Is the youth. He's starting to get what they call the man strength and all that. So his muscles are getting, fuller, heavier. So no matter what, so he's actually training, but he's getting big. And most times you're training to get small. Like, oh shit, I can't make this weight. And sometimes a fighter don't even know that, because he's working so hard, and they don't understand that they're working him so hard that he's actually, no matter what he takes in, his body goes in starvation mode, and he starts to gain and makes him gain weight. So age. So you can be older. A lot of times, if you're older and you're fighting in a certain weight, and you've always been fighting in that weight, then you could probably narrow it down to your training. Oh yeah, he's not training no more now. So we mentioned so we got all those points across. Let me see what D-Lo said. D-Lo 404 got the salute out, and then Derek Beatty got the salute back at D-Lo 404. And you guys go check out my people anytime I say it, because I said that's what y'all doing. Yeah. And then D-Lo got a good point already. He said they say he isn't comfortable at the weight, but he come right in at 135. But you're not comfortable. How are you not comfortable? You coming in at the weight? No, I'm not talking about just. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about Loma. Not really. Lamb or whatever. We can call them anything now. Lambsy chop. It don't matter. The lamb chop, little sausage, little pink door for the sausage on. No, anybody to come in. We haven't even got that far into the conversation yet, D-Lo. Because we even have that part of the conversation, which they fully, you know what, when you start pulling up this injury shit, a lot of times you fight injured. It don't matter. That's not an excuse to not get your ass in there and fight. I got to do something else if I'm injured. And see, here's the point. Here's a good point about that stupid shit. There's animals out in the wild. No, we're not animals. Yeah, you are. But there's animals out in the wild. If they're injured and you try to further injure them, they will seriously hurt you bad. Worse than they would if they wasn't injured. Guaranteed. So if you're injured and somebody's trying to do something, and I'm not trying to talk about me, but it's better to just use an example. And I think I used it before. That I actually, one time I was playing basketball, and I don't know how long, it was a while ago. But anyway, so I dislocated my foot, broke my foot. So I actually put my foot back on the basketball court. I adjusted it when I was on the ground. I adjusted my foot back, tied my shoe up tighter, and I finished playing. But I had to guard my foot a little bit better, because before the game was over, I had to guard my foot. So, when it comes to a fight injury before the fight, now you're fighting anyway. Dilo said 30 years ago. It wasn't that long. It wasn't it wasn't 30 years. It was in 2000 something. So, what is it? 2020. So, it's about, I'm going to say 20, probably 2005, in between 2004 and 2005, something like that. That's what it was. About 2004, 2005. So you could take whatever D-Lo said. Huh, D-Lo. Huh, you D-Lo. Yeah. But D-Lo said 30 years. Yeah, it did. My brother Hurricane Gil finally showed his ass up. He said, "Sup, Eagles Web and the rest of you mofos to see." I don't care. Y'all can do a Gil jump. It don't matter today because he coming in foul. He took his time off. He got his reprieve. You know what I'm saying? He got his bye week. He's coming back fresh, and his mouthpiece is already going. He just stepped into the chat. Anyway, still salute to the bum anyway. Everybody laughing my ass off. Yep, like Gamboy had to tape his foot up versus Tank. See, that's what I'm saying. See, D-Lo is right on point. I mean, he's talking shit, but then he's right on point with a scenario, like a certain scenario. Strap that shit up and get your ass, you know what I'm saying? Get your ass in there and do what you got to do. Sometimes you got to strap it up and just, you got to finish out. And of course, like if I got a bad wheel like that, like my shoes all taped up, of course now I got to, I have to fight a certain way because my shoe is tied up, right? So, it's all strapped up different. I'm like, oh shit. And so a lot of times it works for you. Sometimes it don't work for you. And I'm going to tell you something now. A lot of times when you have to do something that you're not expected to do, you find that it's actually something good for you. Like, oh shit, I like this. Maybe I'm going to start using this as a training regiment. You know what I mean? It's not like all this shit is not all this new stuff. Like now they just invent a lot of ways of training. But back in the day, there was just something that happened. Like somebody went to go grab something. Like they went to go grab an axe or something. They said, oh shit, that might help out my swing. And they start chopping wood. Or somebody did something else. And it's like, oh shit, I like the way that feel. I can probably incorporate this in my training. That's how it works. Now trainers just sit down like mad scientists and figure out all kinds of shit. And so they got these athletes tying themselves with bungee cords and shit like that and all kinds of stuff. Parachutes, weights, and all this dumb shit. When all you got to do is train. You don't need all that extra shit. What you need so much extra shit? All you go swimming. I'll tell you what, do that. Do some triathlete shit and you see how good a shape you get in. You best believe those triathletes are strong. Because they swim like 2 miles, 2.5 miles, and some shit like that. Most people drown before they swim 2.5 miles. 2.5 miles, and then they, run a marathon, a half a marathon, and they ride bikes 100 miles. Get your ass all the way out of here. All this tying up the shit, you just wasting energy, you wasting equipment and shit. You don't need to tie yourself up with rubber bands and shit like that. Just have somebody grab your ass. That's the resistance. That's all you just have somebody grab you. That don't cost no money to have somebody grab you. Somebody just holding you while you're working. It's more realistic. If you grabbing me around my waist, it's more realistic if I'm trying to go at somebody, you grabbing me around my waist. Because then you trying to pull me off somebody. I feel like, oh, he's trying to pull me off. And I want to get this motherfucker. You feel me? So it's different. Yeah, but Gil come in talking about the rest of y'all motherfuckers. And then, yeah, of course, I got laughed at. I'm going to time D-Lo's ass out in a minute. He said, yep, like Gamboy had that tape. Yeah, we said that. And then salute to Gil Coles from Derek Bailey. D-Lo 4 again. He said, I blame David Toe. Hey, he said, for all these excuses motherfuckers make after getting outclassed in high-profile fights. And they will get outclassed in high-profile fights. But let's go to this whole weight thing, because a lot of people get this whole weight thing. And like I said, I think I was listening to Jamal Cholo talk about it. I said, you know what, that makes a lot of sense. I said, I never bring this up, but we do talk about the weight. And that's why I said, don't bring weight up to me. Don't ever talk about weight. I don't want to hear nothing about no weight. When you start using weight, that, in other words, you're setting yourself up for failure. Because if you're talking about weight and you can't make weight, that's because your ass is just too lazy. And that's why you ain't making weight. Because you can making weight ain't shit. So let's get that straight. Okay, let's get that straight first. Before we even talk about any other thing, let's get that whole weight thing straight. I don't want to hear nobody talking about that a fighter can't make weight. You're full of shit. You've been making the weight. You don't all of a sudden just wake up, oh, I can't make the weight. First of all, we got to look at that age first. If your ass is over 28, or probably even, I'm going to say at least, if you're over 28, or if you're 28 and above, the weight excuse don't work. Get your ass all the way out of here with the weight excuse. I don't want to hear that shit. If you're a youngster, if you got into boxing early, like you professional boxing 17 or something like that, yeah, I can give you that on the weight. Because I know your body is fighting your ass. Your body's like, no, you're going to gain this weight. You see? But let's talk more in depth about the weight. Now, for weight, if a person comes in, say for instance you walk around at 160, and you want to fight welterweight. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent because you're hydrated and you got a little bit of extra. That's probably the perfect weight. And you got a little bit of extra fat on you, not too much. You got probably a little bit of extra fat and stuff like that. So all you have to do is you're training down 13 pounds. That's nothing. That's nothing. And the reason I know this shit is because I'm used to be so heavy, and people still think I'm like that, but I'm not like that anymore. I used to be so heavy into the fitness to where I'll train the shit out your ass, and I used to have like a whole group, and I ended up with girls for some reason, because I'm not gonna go into the story, but I just put it this way: I met a bunch of girls, and I ended up training a bunch of girls, and so guys used to want to come train with them. But because they thought they was going to train for a certain reason, like they thought, oh, I'm going to look at these girls. But once they started training, they found out that, hey, I can't look at the girls because he got my ass too tired. I can't. They couldn't concentrate on that. I made sure of that. But I'm not like that no more. And I lost, I was eating. I ate regular. I ate regular food and all that, but I just trained hard. I lost 33 pounds in 1 month. 33 pounds. And a lot of people was like, man, you just be overdoing it, man. You be going crazy, man. And that was only that was a 2-hour workout every day. 2 hours. And boxers sometimes train two times, 3 times a day. So if you can't get the weight off, you're full of shit. I did it. If I could do it in 30 days, 33 pounds in 30 days, then your ass can You can definitely do it. And matter of fact, I don't think I did any. No heavy bag, none of that shit. No. I jump rope a little bit. I jump rope, biked, basketball, and cardio. Cardioed my ass off, and that weight just went like that. So I know it's possible. So, like I said, it's age. If it's not age, then it's just you being lazy. Those are the main two factors. It could be other factors. There's other factors and stuff like that. Because an older fighter can start building up too. His body just starts growing. Most people don't get a second, growth spurt like that. Some people do. It's rare, but then some people just don't. Now let's talk about the coming in on weight. Now, 160, and I'm fighting at 147. That's the best I can do. Is 147, and that's a good weight for me. Because now I'm leaner, I got the same strength, and I'm leaner and everything else. I'm leaner, faster, and my weight's down. So that's a good weight for me, right? Now you got another fighter that he's walking around at 160, but he says he can't make the welterweight. He's walking around at 160. And we know that we got some fighters that's fighting welterweight that's, walking around 165, 170. Okay, but he can't make it. So what's his excuse? You feel what I mean? So what has to happen? Or what is happening with this fighter? You got let's say exact the same physicality, same height, all that. But one, he can't make the 147. What's wrong with him? Same age. So no, don't give him no excuse. So what is it? So that's just his ass. He want to move up. Now he want to move up to 154. So guess what? To get from 160 to 154, 6 pounds. That's all he has to lose. Is he doing that because it's only 6 pounds he has to lose? Or he just don't want to train? So you just don't want to train. You only got 6 pounds to lose. Or does his ass just want to get fat? See, now you're starting to see even more. Now, he might just want to get fat. That's what it is. He might just want to get fat. Dilo said, nope, I was being serious. He said, sometimes you have to do what you got to do to finish. I have been through it. He said, truth be told, I've been doing so for the last 8 months. That's it. A lot of times you get, and just like Eagle, man, y'all witnessing Eagle right now. Now y'all don't really see, y'all see this part of me. And you see, I still get out. I'm still doing what I got to. Remember, I got that damn paralyzed foot. But I still got to be able to go out, And everybody, and people are tripping now. People are like, damn, your foot's still messed up? I said, yeah. I said, it's a nerve. I said, something happened to my nerve and shit. I said, and sometimes it takes a while to figure it out. I don't know. I do all the stretching I can. I twist my back this way. If y'all see the poses I get into, because I go down on one foot, one knee bent. I put all my weight on one knee, and I stoop. I get in the squat position like that, and I'm like this on one leg, all the way down, my butt all the way down, close to the floor. Just squatting. I get up, I switch that up. I do all kinds of different stuff, and some stuff seemed like it was helping me, and some stuff don't. I have to probably go to either acupuncture. I have to go to somebody. I forget what they call these people, but not a chiropractor. But they got people that can manipulate, your body in different ways. Yep. You remember, Gil, when I got that? Remember I told y'all remember, and I was still doing the show where remember my whole leg and shit had messed up on me from that nerve. Yep. But I still go though, and I think I might have figured it out because I haven't jump rope either. I'm like, shit, well, I might have to wear a helmet and shit. But I'm thinking about that too. I said, you know what, get that jump rope out. And I'll be back though. Because one thing, I've always been physical all my life. So it's just hard for me not to do nothing because I've just been too physical all my life. I see Derek Bailey. He said, right. He said, swim 100 yards and they go under. Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. So don't use that stupid shit. Oh, I'm running. You doing all kinds of shit, all the traditional stuff. Ali used to box, like throw hands underwater. Come on now. The side note for anybody who's interested, try to find the Ali Douglas fight. Yeah, so you find the Ali Douglas fight. That was a real tough fight for Ali, because he was with a guy that had quick reaction, had quick twitch muscles too. The guy was just as fast. He hurt Ali too. That's where Ali's first starting off. Ali was getting caught. He got caught until he refined. But he got better. He was a youngster. He refined his skill. But then you got to realize, probably 19 years old, 20 years old. Still, if somebody's whooping your ass at that age at heavyweight, that's unheard of right there, though. But yeah, you guys we just keep going. No matter what in life, man, you just you keep going. I don't care if you got to hop on one foot, but you keep going. But if you're boxing, then get your ass in there and get in shape, man. Stop trying to play us all the time. Y'all trying to play the shit out of us with this missing weight and shit. And I'm telling you, the one that makes me frown the most is Gervonta Davis missing weight. And the thing about Gervonta Davis missing weight is we can see it on his body. We can see that you're not as refined as you can be. If I look at him, I can see that, hey, you could even make a lower weight. You could make a lower. He could have made a lower weight. He could have made a lower. I'm sorry. He could make a lower weight to tighten everything up, man. If somebody told me he can't make a lower weight, you're lying to yourself. You can make a lower weight. Yeah. But Derek Bay, you're right. People go out there and swim 100 yards, be gone. I mean, somebody put up a 1 right. Anybody right now who could swim 100 yards right now, put up a 1. And I ain't talking about your running shape and all that. He said, Dilo said, hey, Eagle. He said, you saw Gail's partner Thurman begging for attention on the last live stream with his weak-ass Florida dial-up internet. God. There go Dilo again. Dilo starting off again. Well, that's right. Y'all can get, yeah, you can go ahead and get at him. Yeah, Keefe trying to make everybody, see, this ain't no Keefe show, but we'll talk about Keefe's ass too. Because Keith wants to make it seem like people are just insignificant. No, you strapless. Your ass is the one strapless. Stop trying to get on people and try to act like you hard again. It's too late for that shit, man. You had a volunteer surgery and all this shit. You screwed it up for yourself, man. Because you should have been making a name for yourself. You should have got your ass in there with Earl. I need Earl right now. Because even if you would have lost to Earl, you still have more prestige than you have now losing to Manny. Because Manny done been beat up. Earl ain't never been beat up. Manny been beat up before. Manny done got knocked out and been beat. Matter of fact, Manny has been out. You guys know Manny's been out more than once, right? Manny has been out sleeping more than once. And got beat up a few times. So you got to get all the way the hell up out of here, man. You trying to chase now. And that's another thing. You not no silverback. We talking about the silverbacks, man. A silverback is going to get itself nice and lean. But old Keefe begging. Yeah, you right though, Dilo. Dilo said Keefe in there begging. Yeah, he want attention, that's all. Dilo said salute back at you. Derek Bay said laughing out loud at Dilo, bro. Yep. Dilo crazy, I told you. That's why I love when Dilo come in. He keep Gil a little quiet. I see y'all, sir. I see you in there. I'm trying to catch up, brother. Trying to catch up on some of this writing. He said, I wish I would only had a little extra weight. He said, I'm working on getting down, though. He said, hell, I could be divided up into 2 weight classes right now. I would be 2 bad motherfuckers, though. Dilo say he in the 2 weight classes right now. Man, it'd be nice, man. I'm on the wrong side of the country for y'all, man. But we was on the same country, I know I'll probably be with some of y'all, man, and have y'all trained up. Yep. But there y'all saw it says salute Eagle in chat. Believe me, I get your ass there quick. Yeah, Gil. Yeah, Gil. That was because of that nerve, man. Remember that nerve? Doctors try to blame it on being. I got a pinched nerve. Somehow, and the pinched nerve, and the pinched nerve is not what I thought when I heard people had pinched nerves. I just thought that it meant that that every once in a while your shit go out. No, you can have like a pinch. My shit is trying to turn permanent, and I'm trying to no, you ain't gonna turn permanent. You gonna turn permanent. We gonna do something to get your ass up out of there. Yep. Everybody salute. Now there Sir Flame is. Salute to Sir Flame up in the house, y'all. He said salute to Eagles Web. Salute to the chat. And as always, y'all jabbed the like button. No, y'all, you know what it is. The neck, baby. He said don't get neck of Eagles Web boxing. He got the weapons up good. The swords is crossed like the Eagles wing. got the crown up, and he got the boxing glove up, just letting y'all know. He said, how y'all gonna put me in the head? He said the headlock, and you only got 1 foot. No, I didn't say that. I believe me, I'll headlock your ass up. See, the thing about it is not the enclosed mobility, it's not the quickness. It don't have, and see, that's good. I love when people feel that way, because that's part of the topic right now that we're talking about. And D-Lo put it best. He just said it. He was just saying that when it came to get on board, you tape your shit up. It's not like I'm gonna come out there and headlock your ass, and I'm gonna have a mobility problem. I don't have a mobility problem like that. Now swimming and all that, I can do all that shit. It's just certain stuff I can't really do as well with my foot being the way it is. It don't mean I can't. I can dance and do all that shit. It's certain things I can do. I'm not gonna tell you what I can't do, but it's certain stuff I cannot do. If I was to dance, if you see me doing native dance, you wouldn't notice no difference. You wouldn't notice no difference. But there's just certain stuff that bothers me. Just put it to you like this. Let's just say, for instance, that you have that somebody got a knife and it's stuck in a part of your back. They just stuck it. That doesn't mean you can't move your back or nothing like that. It just, and you know what I mean? It's just that if you turn a certain way that you can't really do it because it hurt. You see what I mean? That's the difference. It hurt. I mean, I can't turn that way that good. But so now in boxing, let's relay that back to boxing. So what happened with boxing? I can't turn this way, so I'm going to make sure I stay on that side. He tries to get me to turn that way, I'm just going to duck. It doesn't mean I can't go up and down. I just can't. You see what I mean? I still go up and down. Shit, until I get through this fight or whatever. So we talking about the boxing until I get through this fight. But a headlock is quick, Gil. See? That shit, that's quick. I'll guillotine choke your shit out quick. Believe that. I don't even want to talk about that. I do have a guillotine choke story, but I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to tell y'all about it. Because then y'all going to think I'm mean. That damn ego ain't nice, man. I am nice. Y'all know that. Y'all wouldn't come in here messing with me if I wasn't nice. I'm nice. Gil say, which foot is dead? Ain't none of them dead. Gil want to know so he can still. Yeah, I had a friend. I ran into a friend of mine that we play ball all the time together. You know what he said? Because I told him about it. He said, "Oh, I know he said, I know what to do with your ass now when you try to shoot them threes." He said he gonna step into me like on my side. I'm like, okay, I see what y'all. I told him he's dirty. His name's Kevin. And that's right, Kevin. I'm throwing your ass out there. And he probably subscribed to me anyway. But I told him, yeah, Kevin, your ass out there. Yep, you dirty. All you doing is letting people know that you're dirty. You're gonna try to take advantage of something that you felt like you could take advantage of. You can't. Yeah. But Sir Flame, don't even salute Gil's ass out, man. Oh, Sir Flame, you could swim 100 yards? Oh, shit. That's good then. Hey, man, everybody salute out, everybody wave at Sir Flame. He said he could, man, I could swim 100 yards like it ain't nothing. Both ways. So is that both ways, that's 100 yards out and 100 yards back? Straight? You good? And I'm not talking about no slow motion ass swim. I'm talking about swim. Like, get your ass out there and get your ass back. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a nice swim. I'm talking about a swim like this. You know, not like that, but a swim like this. You know, a swim like this. I'm not talking about this kind of, I'm not talking about this. I'm not talking about this shit. Everybody can do that shit all on your back. I swim on my back way better than I do it like this. I'm like a submarine. I mess around and make the wrong stroke, my ass be underwater tomorrow. I go down to the bottom so quick. Yeah. But on my back, I swim my ass off on my back. I swim miles on my back. But that's not what I'm asking. If you're trying to pull a slick one on us. If you trying to pull a slick one on us, it ain't gonna happen. Tilo and Derek Baby, he said, damn right. He said that's why they make those endless pools. He said most folks couldn't make it swimming 100 yards in a real body of water. Yeah, those endless pools that's a deception. All that does is play on your mind. Like, I'm right there. I'm at the end. Yeah, I ain't got no problem. But you get tired in that shit too. You get tired and have to give up. You let an endless pool win too. And plus, an endless pool, you're not gonna beat it nowhere. I don't care how good a shape you in. Turn that shit on. Okay, see which one. See who quit first. See if the pool quits before your ass quit. 100% guaranteed that you gonna quit before that pool quit. Same thing in the gym with a heavy bag. You beat the heavy bag up, but guess what? He's still waiting on your ass next morning. He's still sitting there like, I'm here. You whooped my ass yesterday, but guess who's still here? You're like, God dang, I whooped his ass. He's still here. See? But I'm trying to wait to get the answer out of Sir Flame though. Gil Cole said he won. He said 200 yards. I don't believe Gil. If anybody believes Gil, put up a 1 for Gil's ass. If you don't, give his ass a thumbs down. Because Gil talking about 200 yards. You know Gil full of shit. Especially that goes to D-Lo. Yeah, D-Lo had me. He said, Eagle. He said, what you don't know is that Gil be terrorizing me in the damn near every chat or group he see me on. I try to KTF on him in here though. Yeah, okay. Oh, you let him get away in other chats, huh? Oh, see that's what a lot of people think. See that I knew. See, and that's what I knew. See, I knew Gil was going there. Remember, I called the shit before Gil even wrote the shit up. See, I knew he was going there, D-Lo. See where he went? See where his dirty little ass went? He said, I'm gonna stomp that dead foot. Everybody feels that way. Yeah, everybody think they can do that shit. Yep. That's the way people's mind work. Oh, I'm gonna get the bad foot. Okay. Go on to get the bad foot. That might be a setup. That bad foot might be a setup. Especially if it end up not being bad like you wanted it to be, right? Because it's only bad as it is. It's not bad as you want it to be. Because your imagination start going, oh, I don't know, man. I think I get it. Yeah. A lot of people feel stuff like that. Like they feel a certain way on certain situations. And see, that's the advantageous way that you're supposed to do things, which is truthful. You're supposed to. You're supposed to take advantage of things. But Gil want to take advantage of Eagle like that. He's want to get Eagle. I'm glad y'all nice to me when y'all see me in chats, man. Don't nobody go. Everybody always salute me when they go. That's one thing I can appreciate about y'all. Y'all come in here and talk shit to Eagle in his own chat. But at least y'all see me other places. Y'all more respectful. They be like, oh, salute Eagle or sub the Eagle and stuff like that. They be saluting Eagle out, which I appreciate. I appreciate that, man. That my fam, they do that. But in here, they got to talk shit. Especially, when we get to going. Like, oh, shit, they going now. We might as well talk shit. I spilled my tea over here. That's why y'all see me with my little activities back here. I got to wipe it. I don't waste my good tea. Yep. It wasn't because of one of y'all. It wasn't because of Gil. I could blame Gil's ass for it, though, huh? Gil done made me waste my tea over here. Him and D-Lo. Yeah. But I believe you, D-Lo. I know Gil likes to start a whole lot of shit. He starts shit with me. He said, yeah, but in an endless pool, yeah, okay, you could, yeah. Yeah. He said you could stand up. You stand up and ass up. Oh shit, get 100 yards from shore and try that shit and see how long it plays out. Hell yeah, you gonna sink. Yeah, but just like in Derek Bailey right there, he said exactly, Eagle. He said that endless pool would be in that ass. Yeah. Yeah, or be in your ass. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. Don't try to take it out on certain shit. That's like a treadmill. Oh, I put that work in on the treadmill. Treadmill ain't going nowhere. He took all your shit and turn him on and see if he's still working. That motherfucker, he's still working. Treadmill, like, bring your ass to turn me up. Nigga, turn me up to 15, 20. See how long you last. How many seconds can y'all run on the treadmill on 15? When you got the treadmill on 15. Honest truth. I just want to see where my athletes are. How long can you run on the treadmill on 15? If you put it on 15, how long can you run? And see, now everybody thinking like, oh, shit. Eagle, 15? Okay, on 15. Come on now. On 15, we're going to get back to the top. Don't worry about it. We talk about what we want to. It's Wednesday. This ain't even Friday rap, but we still talking about it. Because I'm trying to get this myth out the way too. All this, this whole weight thing. Like, okay, you train. So you either fat, you don't want to train or something like that. We need to see the best of you. And for Tank, we need to see the best of you. You screwing up. I don't trust your trainer or Your manager, I don't trust your promoter manager, whatever he is. I don't trust him because you're absolutely supposed to be the future, and now everybody's hollering about Lopez as being the future already. But let's get into that just a teeny bit. Let's get into that. We're gonna go back and forth into it. How many people think that Lopez is going to be set up to fight Lomachenko again? Lomachenko. And y'all, sir, you in great shape if you can get your ass on there, because I think that's faster than a 4-minute mile right there. Let's figure it out. 4-minute mile, 15. So you got that shit on 15. So 15. Okay, so that takes you an hour. So half an hour on there, that's 7.5. So a half hour is 7.5 miles. So 3 3/4 miles. So about 3 3/4 miles. That's how fast that shit is. About 3 3/4 mile every minute. Or not every minute, but every 4 minutes. And that's pretty fast. Yeah, that's pretty fast. If you think about it. Loma has shoulder surgery. I ain't thinking about Loma. I'm not thinking about that. All I'm thinking about is what kind of bullshit are they going to pull on us? And the reason I'm bringing this up, because I want y'all to stay awake on this shit. Don't want y'all going to sleep and act like it blindsided you, because everybody's not part of the blind side. It's like, oh, it's blindsided. Oh, shit, I got blindsided. No, you didn't get blindsided because we talked about it already. And they may be trying something because y'all, guess what? Okay, so who is actually... Okay, there we go. We're going to break this shit down, though. So who is actually beefing up? Who's the main sources of beefing up Loma? And I don't want to use all my sources myself. I want you guys to... What's the main sources? Let's just stop there first. And so that way we can have the discussion. The main sources of beefing up Loma come from where, D-Lo? I got to ask D-Lo and Derek. Well, and Gil. Whoever isn't... Whoever want to answer. The main sources of beefing up Loma come from where? And let me catch back up with y'all. Derek Bailey, so I wouldn't get on at 15. He said be looking like those people on the videos getting thrown off the treadmill. Yeah, 15 ain't no joke, man. I don't know. Y'all sure in shape, though. If you can just hop your ass in there, if you can just get on there, because think about it, even when you start off on a, like you start off running, like I used to go for real long runs, y'all already know. So I used to go for real long runs. So if you're going for a real long ass run, you don't start off like that, but shit. Treadmill, you got to start off like that. I'm telling you, sometimes your shoes, it has nothing to do with your footwork. But that's one of them right there, Gil, ESPN. But your footwork don't have shit to do with it on a treadmill sometimes. It's your footwear can get your ass thrown off a treadmill. So go ahead and set that shit up. I don't want anybody to just try it. I'm not encouraging you to go out there and get fucked up, but put that shit on 15 and then just hop your ass on there and see what it feel like. Because I know me and D-Lo can't we heavyweights. We can't get on that shit like that. If you're a heavyweight and get on that, man, and plus when I'm on the treadmill, that whole treadmill be just shaking and boom, that's the whole shit. You can hear that shit, boom, boom, that shit be rumbling. And I hop my ass on. I've done it before. I done hop my ass on. I put that shit up and you hear it. It's shit kind of scary when you turn it up though, right? Because you start off like this, like, and then you turn it up, and then you turn it up some more, then you turn it all the way up, and you hear that shit humming, and you looking down at that, because it always has like a white, like either some stitching or something, or either some like little white signs or something on that shit where you see them going around. Said, oh, shit's look like a blur all of a sudden. You hop your ass on there. Shit, man, if I get on there right now and did that shit, I don't know about no 3 to 5 minutes. But Hussein, I don't know if we believe you. I'm gonna go ahead and believe you because you haven't really been a deceiver. You ain't one of devil's deception people, are you? No, we'll go ahead and believe you, but I'm with Derek on that. I say the shit right now will probably throw my ass off of it. That shit would throw my ass off. Yeah, sir, Derek, baby. It's okay when you work your way up gradually. Okay, so yeah, sir, he's a treadmill person. But I'm not really suggesting for anybody to get their ass on there and try this shit. Try it out. Try this shit on 7 first. If you want to just see how long you can go. And it depends on your shape too, because I don't want y'all to just try that shit. But that shit ain't no joke. That stepping machine is a mofo. Yeah, that stepper. Oh, I used to use the shit out that. I use that old. I use the one that I use the. I don't use the the one that has all the stairs, like the moving stairs. That one is not as hard. Which one is hard is the one that looks like bicycle pedals. That shit is that shit is crazy. There you go, Derek Bailey. That's the best. That's a good answer too. That's probably one of the better ones. ESPN is good. So in other words, that's exactly what he's saying, because he said Aram in old media. And so going from that part, so does Aram in the old media, do they have anything to do with any like what's their commercial value? Can they get sponsorship or anything else like that? Can they do any kind of promotion to get any kind of sponsorship just by their mouthpiece, not even by signing any papers or anything like that? Yeah, sir said when you go straight to 15, that's them people falling off. No, they fall off even at slower paces than that. I see some shit, man, on YouTube that had me dying, man. See, now y'all got me wanting to go watch treadmill mishaps. It was a girl, and I would suppose you would call her a nice looking girl, just walking by this guy, and he was on the treadmill. He was just like he was doing this shit, and as soon as she got past him a little bit, he fell. He slipped and fell off the treadmill. So he slid off the shit like this, like Superman backwards. So she turned around and he started doing push-ups. Like, yeah, I had meant to do that shit, and I usually just slide off of that and then do push-ups. Because he didn't want to be embarrassed. But that shit, if you ask me, that's just even more embarrassing. Because because you think about it, the girl's walking, right? Now, if you fall, now what would be the best thing to do if you want that girl's attention? Would it be to do push-ups, or would it be to fall and face her like you fell over? Eagle stupid. So you fall over to your side, right? And so you just like, oh, you act like you act like you got broke a little bit, like the treadmill broke you a little bit, like, because you want to see, because first of all, when it comes to a girl, you want to make sure that she has some kind of caring inside of her system, not just look good, right? But don't you? I'll be balled up like a little baby and shit, like a little infant. I'll be like, oh shit, oh man, I can't believe I slipped. I was looking at you, girl. You know what I'm saying? I was checking you out. You came in and distracted the shit. Oh man, I put that shit on her. You know what I mean? I wouldn't try to like jump into some push-ups. I put it on her like, oh girl, you got me hurt, just to see if she's caring enough. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it looked so good. It make you hurt yourself. Yeah, hell yeah, that did. Just started flame crying. But he said, yeah, make her believe that she did. Yeah, bitch, look what you did. Ain't no way I'm going to do no push-ups, man. I'm going to play that off. I'm going to be like, oh, shit, girl, look what you, yeah. Now, see, some people, everybody don't have that, sir. Everybody don't have that. Gil would have been the one doing the push-ups and sit-ups and shit. No, I'm pushing up, sit-ups. Yeah, get your ass out of here. We got grown folks in here. Yeah, but at least I got pretty much a straight face today. Because D-Lo, that last time with D-Lo got me good. I'm not gonna forget that one, D-Lo. D-Lo got me with the Adrian Broner brush interview shit. That shit got me right there. He got me good on that one. Because I was the last thing I was expecting out of here. It's kind of light. I need to add some more medicine to that. Talking about my tea. I gotta add a little bit more to it. Good me. Yeah, sir said she had a chappelle ghetto booty. Look, if you looking at her like that, that's the only time you gonna have a mishap like that. Or you looking like, if you staring at a girl, usually you ain't staring at girls. And okay, this is grown folks chat. I'll bring this up anyway. And this is not. I don't care. This is just a view. I like to talk about real life stuff, man, because this is just a life view, man. If you get mad, then you just get mad. But I was just showing. Okay, so the people of color, and y'all, sir, I don't know if you know this or not. So the people of color used to get killed and hanged and everything else for looking. So we was just talking about that looking whole thing, right? And so we used to get killed for looking at like certain women. And so when I was doing I'm a street artist too. I told you guys I'm registered down there with the art commission. I got to go up north for that though. I got to go up to San Francisco for that. But I registered with them because I have a native group up there that I sing with. And you guys heard me sing before. So I have to go all the way up there. So anyways, when I went up there, I was just talking to my brother out there one time. I said, look, remember that the brown skinned people, and this is not racism on my part. This is just me talking. This is a conversation. And I was pointing. I said, and I'm not saying that these women didn't look good. I'm not saying that they look good. Either way, you could decide for yourself what they look like, because I'm not going to describe what they look like. But I was just pointing. I said, look, we used to get killed. Brown skinned people used to get killed for looking at that. Because you never forget. And sometimes I got the Tourette shit or whatever it is, but sometimes I get these little reminders. I don't know if it's somebody in my ancestry that's locked in here, that was already locked in there from birth or before birth. Because everybody that was everybody from your past is locked into here. They locked into your body already. See? Because even you might have forgot about your grandmother, or some people don't. I'm not saying you did forget about your grandmother, but your grandmother carried your mom, right? And I wasn't really thinking about that, but your mom developed in your grandmother, and then even if they weren't ready to come down her fallopian tube, her eggs, all the eggs that she had was in there. So guess what? You were one of those eggs, so you were in there. And you were even before that, because even your grandmother, see, your mom was in her eggs. Guess what? So if your mom's eggs was already counted for, and your grandmother's eggs was already counted for, that means you was in that. And then before that, you were just past. So you were past more than you think you were actually past, because you thought you only existed through pregnancy, but you didn't exist only through pregnancy. You already been existing. That's probably heavy and probably went over some people's head. But that's okay. You grown folks, y'all digest what Eagle said, because Eagle said it. That's right. But back to Sir Flame, I just like to read that because it's funny. He said, make her believe she made you fall. And then y'all said, I seen one like that. He said, man was checking her ass out. Yeah. Hey, checking asses out always gets you in trouble. The best way to check out somebody's ass. Why am I teaching you guys this? I'm just saying, if you want to look at a girl's butt, if she's coming towards you, don't ever look at her when she's coming towards you. Don't just turn the other way. Act like you're doing something. Act like you're doing something in the opposite way. So that way you ain't got to worry about her looking back at you to see if you're looking, because you're already looking one way. Like, girl, I'm already looking this way. But you got to make sure you do it way before she get to you. Like, oh, shit, let me check that out. So you already got to be looking. See? Just find a reason. I got to tie my shoe up. I'm going to face this way. Something. I'm just saying this to keep your ass from looking like a pervert or whatever, because you perverted anyway. But I know how men is, man. You want to look at it. Oh, I got to see what that is. She's probably more than just that anyway, right? You got to go talk to her. If you go talk to her, you find out, she more than just a walking ass. But just find out who she is. If you're attracted to just butt, but you know, some guys just like to look. They like to collect information. Like, oh, I like to look at that. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. We want to collect all kinds of information. But collecting the information get your ass in trouble sometimes. When you collect all that information, sometimes you got to overload too much information, and that make your ass go out on some kind of wild chase or something. So just be careful with the information that you store in your brain. Be careful. That's my suggestion to you, is just be careful. Y'all start crying again. Certain folks, I let them walk in my view, so I ain't looking like a pervert. Yeah. Or just start shaking your head. Gil Cole said the tie the shoe trick. Yeah, the tie the shoe trick. But you gotta see, what you do is you face though. See, she coming this way, right? So I'm already. So she's way down there, you know, far enough. I'm saying she's not like a couple of steps. She's like some steps. So then you gotta go like that. You down already, and plus now you at a lower view because you got to bend down, right? You at a lower view. I'm just saying, man. I don't know, Michelle. The eagle, what the eagle teaching them stuff like that? I'm just suggest. None of this is me teaching y'all nothing. It's just suggested. It's like the MSRP. It's a suggested retail price. I'm just suggesting that you go about it another way. You know what I mean? If that's what because you want to store that information. She's not necessarily trying to, give you that information. And plus, I think it's less on her. Like, it's less stress on her because she's already know you're going to stare. But it's less stress on her when you done turned away. Say, oh, shit, that's good. I know that pervert. I know he's going to look at me. But she don't know that you still going to look. See? Even though she was already calling you, oh, here come another one. She already knew. But at least when you got in that tie up the shoe position, then she's like, she forgot about you for a second. Feel me? Instead of having to turn back around and look at you. Where she got to go home. I knew this pervert. I knew he was going to look at me or whatever. That's the nature of how they have us to view the ladies and stuff like that. So I'm just putting it out there. Because it's a habit it's not our fault that that's a habit, but that's just a habit. And it stems back to what I was saying about how you used to get, if you were brown skin, you get killed for looking at certain people. Now we just look at everybody now like, what? I'm looking at you now. What you going to do? You can't do shit now. But we just look. We don't do this shit no more. Like, okay. We don't do that shit no more. We look. That's it. Yeah, that's right, though, Gil. The tie the shoe trick. Surf said some of them deserve a second glance. He cried about, yeah, they deserve a second. Not to get too far with it, but it's good that you could appreciate I'll put it this way. You could appreciate the beauty of a woman enough to look at her more than once. And I'm not talking about being a pervert, but it's good that you can be able to look at a woman more than once. Even it has shit to do with her wanting you or you wanting her, but it does. You feel me? Yeah. Yeah. But I see what you're writing down there, y'all. So I just see when you first start writing it, and I didn't read it, but I just see what you wrote. It's actually Till. I'll read it in a second. What you're saying though, it's actually that was out in the Midwest. That's Emmett Till. Handsome little kid, man. He said, was it that Emmett? Yeah, case where the poor kid got falsely accused and lynched or executed. He said, I can't remember. Well, it took all the above, just took a terrible beating and everything else. A terrible, terrible beating. And those are the type of things that used to, happen to us. And then we worry about this shit like this boxing shit where people can't even get in shape. Don't you think some of these other people that, when that kind of shit happened to them, don't you think they would be honored to be alive to just get in shape to do something rather than not being here because of some dumb shit. And it was all done, and that's the level. So you brought that up, y'all, sir. But that's the level. I tell you that we're not at that level, y'all, sir. That's the level that we're not at. The level that we're at is above. Is that we understand that it's a plan, it's an agenda. You know what I mean? That's the small man is the one that does the killing. If it was true, the small person is the one that does that shit. The little-minded one, he's the one that does that. The one that thinks about it, just stop and think for a second. If you were walking with your girl and somebody just looked at her, do you think he needs to be put to death because somebody looked at your girl? Because there's been times where you probably wanted to even put your girl to death. And I'm just keeping it real. There's times you're like, this bitch here. And I'm just saying, this is nature. When I say nature, it's a natural way that we go through things sometimes. Sometimes we thinking like that, like this bitch here. I could choke this bitch out. We're not going to go through with it, but that the whole thought process is what I'm saying. The whole thought process is you're already an adult, so you already know that. How dumb is that kind of shit? How dumb is that? You mean you going to lynch somebody over looking at that little scrawny, ugly little thing? Bitch, ugly as that bitch is. That bitch got stringy, light hair. The bitch weighs a buck at the most, and the bitch is 5'9", weighs a buck, and got a hump in her back. And somebody got to die over that. Get all the way the F up out of here. Because it's not like, if you think about it, and I'm going to be real, because I didn't want to take it there, but to be honest, even if I look back at some of the black and whites from way back, it wasn't that many. For me, I don't see nobody back there, not very many of them, that I would even looked at more in a second. And you mean that somebody else was staring at them? I know your eyes couldn't have been worse than mine. I'd have been putting my head down too. I see why they tell us to put our head down. I'd have been like this, like, God dang. Whew. I'd have put my head down if I see certain ones coming by, I got to put my head. I'd be more happy to put my head down than to look up at them. Like, oh shit, look at this bitch here. And so you mean your ancestors didn't have that same attitude? You think my people, the first time they seen a pale face, you think that they was all happy when they seen her? They was like, God dang, this bitch, ugh, look at this bitch here. This pink bitch over here with no color and oh man, get this bitch out of here. Raggedy. What's she wearing? First thing the women over there, our women was saying is, what are they wearing? What kind of shit? You see what I mean? I'm just saying, because I had to keep it real at the same time. Because Eagles wear boxing, man. When the grown folks chat comes up, then we got to talk grown. Rate the thumbs down. I don't give a shit. Whatever happens, we still got to. We're gonna bring the issue out the way that the issue need to be brought out. I mean, we can't do a whole show on it or forum. I mean, like I said, I'm going to do a good show. I'm just trying to get my medicine man to get his shit together, and we're going to do a show on my other channel, and I'm going to invite y'all over. Y'all can come over and, check it out. We're going to just have a discussion about this type of bullshit. Yeah. And Streamlabs got to work on somebody. Sir Flame said, I get mad when I pull out my good views and it's an iron board butt. Yeah. Yeah. Sir Flame be ready to look. I'm looking over here. He ready to look and then find out, oh man, that's what it was? God dang. You all ready. He ready to do the tie up, the shoe tie up. The tie up and turn. What we call it, Gil? The turn and tie your shoe. Sir Flame again, he said sometimes I just look because she's so beautiful. Okay, well but some of the past ones, I'm just saying for me, I wouldn't give a shit if you colorize the pictures. But for me, just looking at them, I don't care. Colorized or not, they wasn't that. It wasn't that type of party for me. It would have been easy for me to duck my head down looking at one of them horrendous looking bitches come by me. My head would have dropped. This ain't no hate speech or nothing like that. I'm just saying what I prefer to look at. because we all got different tastes in women. I love beautiful women. And it's not always what people think. People think, oh, she got a lot of makeup. I don't care about the makeup. It scares me more than anything. If a woman got on too much makeup. I didn't grow up with makeup. That was never in my family. My mom wore at the most lipstick. My aunts wore at the most lipsticks. All that other shit started coming into play. My sisters and them started messing with that makeup and all that other shit. For the most part, Native, we don't wear all that shit. We don't wear none of that. None of that. There ain't no makeup. I didn't grow up with girls with all kinds of makeup and shit on. None of that shit. False eyelashes and fake hair and all that shit. I ain't grew up like that. Sorry. This shit is new for me. I mean, where are we on it now? It's too late. You got Eagle stuck now. So, if you're talking about somebody who's real attractive that you think, you all excited about it. Now you all excited. Okay, so you excited. So she got the long hair going down to her knees and stuff. Got the long eyelashes out here, and beautiful and all that. You got the makeup on good. You got the purple lipstick on or whatever color she might have. The eyeliner, the shadow, and all that, and just boom. You know she dimed out. Yo, that's a dime, man. Got the fat, got the onion and all that. You like, woo, oh god dang, and then. So, the relationship, you start the relationship, it goes further and further and further. And then so finally, you get to that point. You get to that intimate point. And you say, oh, let me go shower up. So you go shower it up because she didn't already, she showered up or whatever in one room and you showered up and you're going to shower up too. So you go to go showering up and you come back and you looking for her, you hollering for her out the house, somebody in the bed and stuff. And you're like, well, who's this up in the bed? You're like, Gloria, who in the bed? Somebody's up in your bed right now. I'm trying to find you. She yelling back, like, that's me. And you're like, man, that's you? And you all surprised because it's a whole different person just laying up in that bed right now. All that hair is gone. All that makeup's gone. The eyelashes is gone. Everything else is gone. You're like, what happened to all this stuff I enjoyed? What happened to the woman that I was falling in love with right now? You wasn't falling in love with the woman. You was falling in love with all these different parts. You start opening the drawer, starting to look for parts and stuff. Okay. Or you might try to ask her, can you please put this back on? And she got to put everything back on but her butt. And so that's one way a butt will get your ass in trouble that way though. So just be careful. I'm just saying we're all attracted to different stuff. I like beautiful women, but I like them naturally. Like beautiful, I did the talent agent shit, all that shit. I did that stuff, so I had to be able to look at, girls and check them out and see, where they place. Try to recruit them and stuff, and there's certain features you have to go by, especially like with the modeling agencies and stuff like that. There's certain features you got to go by, because a woman, the one that you might think is like, and they're more lenient now, but back in the day they didn't do it that way. Back in the day, you had to be a certain size and shape, but now they got plus models and all that other stuff. But runway's still the same. Most runway, they still tall and all that. They don't have a lot of short women out there on the runway. Yeah. But just, hey, be careful, man. Don't fall for somebody that's gonna end up being a collection. A collection of all the gifts you looking at is in a drawer once it's time to get intimate. And you're like, oh shit, who's this, man? I don't know how this is gonna work. Yeah. Oh yeah, coach. Yeah. Sir Flame crying. Everybody's in tears today. Derek Bailey said, exactly, Eagle. And Derek Bailey back crying. Gil said them eyelashes be funny though. Like the girl really believe it. I'm gonna think, damn, she got some sexy eyelashes. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. Well, here's what it is they always gonna blame it on our society. Society is making everybody look a certain way, and I'm not gonna say it's always comfortable. I'm not gonna say it's always comfortable for those who do it. A lot of women that do it, I'm not gonna say it's comfortable for them, but it's almost like they get caught up, and so they end up doing it. And some of them do enjoy it. You can see, they change their hair every day. They got a different hairstyle. They love it too much. glamorizing themselves, and they got their little shows and stuff, and they showing all the close-ups and all that. But it's like that's where they want you to go. The societal. It's a societal challenge for you to break through that and say, you know what, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for somebody who knows how to put on makeup real good. You put on makeup real good, but bitch, can you cook some biscuits? It's just, I should have said it that way. I'm being cold. But no, but it's understandable. Make you guys see what it is, though. So if you could do traditional things for me, that's more positive, and that's something I love more. I'm gonna love you more probably because you're doing traditional stuff. I have something to work with you. You understand? I have something to work with you. But if you are a collection, like you're a collection of eyelashes, contacts, hair, and all this other shit, then I don't know what else what am I gonna find out? Because first of all, I'm lusting over the wrong thing. I'm wanting the wrong thing, with you. And I'm not saying, like I said, everybody has their own choice. Everybody has their own pick. For me, that's why it's hard for me to reach out and find somebody. I could find a lot of different people, a lot of girls, but as soon as I meet them, it's like they kill it. And maybe it's me because I'm not giving them a chance, but they kind of kill it because I know the skill set that I need. You know what I mean? The skill set is not there. You feel me? And we talked about that. You guys already know we talked about that before, that the woman's skill set. The skill set is not there no more. So if the skill set is not there, then it's like, I don't know. And I'm just using it in the terms that they use for the boxing and stuff like that. Yeah. So the skill set of a woman for me, that's for ego. So now you know ego a little bit better on that. So for me, it's going to be more of a skill set. It's not going to be all of what you look. Oh, look at her, she bad. I don't want you to be a trophy, showcase girl in the first place. I don't want that. You don't need to be. I see you down there, Michael Johnson's Boxing Talk. I see that blue popping in on there. Salute to you, brother. Yeah, but I don't want it to be like that, man. But like I said, and this all stemmed from what? That's all stemmed from training, going, trying to swim 100 yards. All this, we went all the way around in circles to end up talking about the girls and getting to look at them and all this and falling off the treadmills and all this. That shit just went all the way around circle. But this is how grown. That's how conversation. A lot of people don't know, but that's how conversation works. The conversation don't just go. It's not just here and there. I mean, yeah, we're talking about the weight and stuff like that. Yeah, of course. Because we got to find out why these people got these excuses. Why these boxers got excuses. Why you couldn't make weight. And the two main reasons is because of age or either laziness. That's what you're not following. And then you have people that see. I'm gonna put this out there. We'll still talk. We'll talk about everything that we always do. But I'll put this out there right now. So a lot of people was blaming Regal and stuff like that because Regal seemed like he made a mistake. No, Regal was fighting at his best weight. At a weight that he can make, he can still be strong and all that. He was fighting. So what happens is that you get your ass pushed up. And this is what happens to a lot of fighters. They will get pushed up. Now I'm saying, we talked about the welterweight being a walk-around person at 160. So the welterweight, a premium welterweight walks around at 160. You understand? So he has to make 147. What is that? 13 pounds. Right? So you got another fighter who he's only walking around at he's walking around at 150. That's what he walked. He's only a couple of pounds away from welterweight. But he's lean. He's always in shape. He's just lean, and he makes that 3 pounds nothing. But he's so superior at 147, and now you want his ass up to 160. So now he goes up to 160. Now it's different. Because he's not adding I feel better. He's always going to say he feels better because he's a fighter. I feel better. I feel stronger than that. But you're not. You're going to go up there and get your ass knocked the fuck out. You see what I mean? And that's what happens is you make that weight up. Now, that's the only difference in the weight. The only difference in the weight is when you move your ass up like that. When you move your ass up, now you actually are moving up. But these ones that talk about moving up in weight and you walking around at 175, get the hell out of here with that. Huh? And I can't stand a fighter when, people don't looking at body shaming and all. Nobody's body shaming, but you bring your ass in there fat and shit at 147 and you walk around at 180. Get out of here. Get your ass all the way. You probably supposed to be fighting at 130. You just don't want to train. You don't want to train more. Damn, this shit done blew up on me. Let me see what y'all got, man. The eyelash, okay, the funny, yeah. Yeah, that kind of bugs me too. I like naturally long eyelashes, Sir Flame, but he said I can't stand them long eyelashes. And then Alt Red came in and said something. He got deleted, and then my brother said, Hurricane Gil said, Alt Red, sit your ass down. And he's already deleted, so I guess Gil made his ass sit down. And then Michael Johnson, Boxer Talk, I saluted him out already. He said, next person asked me where Wilder at. He said, like, me and Wilder supposed to be best of friends is getting scalped. That's right, brother. You scalp him, man. Don't let people ask you where people is. I don't know. People do that sometimes, man. If you're familiar with somebody or something like that, they gonna ask you, man. Especially because Wilder's very popular and stuff like that. So they gonna ask you, brother. Sorry about that. Yeah, Sir Flame said, who is he? I don't know. He disappeared. Gil got rid of whoever he was. Who the fuck is that guy? Oh yeah, sir. Yeah, so something must have happened. Who want to smack? Red first, and he already smacked. And then here we got another one, Brigden Trey. I don't even know why I'm shouting y'all's names out because your shit is already deleted. Pigsworth. Yeah, you got the name Pigsworth. You already got to go. You bring your ass in here worth a pig. And pigs, pigs eat dead rats. So ain't no telling what. And you worth a pig too? And your name is Brigden Trey, and you worth pigs? Pigs eat dead rats too. So if you worth the pig, then maybe you eat dead rats too. But guess what? I don't have to deal with you right now because your message got deleted, and I don't know if maybe they just deleting your message. I don't know if they timed you out or nothing. Let me see if they timed you out. Message deleted. Okay. So, no. Let me see. Shit, I just missed it. Somebody let me see. Okay, so y'all sir didn't like you. Oh, so y'all sir is hiding everybody. Y'all sir don't like nobody today. And that's my brother from across the pond. If you're not familiar with y'all sir, he's from across the pond. So he gives us some information about shit. We bring up certain topics. He gives us information from shit about people, the fighters and stuff across the pond. And if you don't know what across the pond is, then swim your ass across the pond and find out. But y'all sir, y'all sir need to put some work in. But Derek Brady, okay, what's up? That's Michael Johnson Boxer talking more. And then y'all sir again. He said, where the F these trolls coming from today? I don't know, man. Yeah. But they just be in here just talking. When you hear them just saying stuff, like especially if they say my name, and they just it's just hate that built up from out of some false shit that they just came up with. And that's all I know. Yeah. And I don't know who you are. I'm not going to read what you wrote. I see you put down Eagle Face. You're using my name, and plus you're using my name in vain, man. Don't use my name in vain in here. Don't be coming here talking about Eagle. Everybody says Eagle's Way of Boxing or Eagle's Way or Eagle. Nobody comes in here and say Eagle Face. Unless it's something serious. If it's something serious and somebody say eagle face, man. But you just come in here, you don't know nothing about me, man. Gareth, and figure you have some G's in your name, GG. You couldn't even get the triple G. You just putting GG. Oh, I'm Gareth Gates up in here. No, you Gareth gone up in here. Get your ass up out my chat, man. Double G. You couldn't even afford the other G. Double G. Double G coming up in here. Huh? Gates. That's what he calls himself, Gates. Gareth. Who makes the name so close? Gareth and Gates. You know that's some fake shit. Can you name yourself Gary? I'm Gary Gates up in here. You can at least came in. You was on to something. You could have came in more like a gangster. I'm Gareth Gates up in this piece, man. What, man? What it do? Salute to the chat. Salute to the host. What's this? Gareth Gates. Or Gary Gates. But you bring your ass in here, Gareth. I never even heard nobody named Gareth. Gareth. Damn. Or Garth. Garth, what is? And here we go. Here we go with another one here. So y'all just watch out though. Let's get back in. Let's get back into the top. So cause we done been, you know, it's with us in Eagles where we just end up going all over the place because that's what we do. Yeah, when we go somewhere, we go where no one has gone before. Nobody's gonna tell you this stuff like about the weight. This whole thing about the weight issue. So train your ass down to the best weight you can fight at, so you can fight the strongest, be in the best shape. And if you got to struggle, if it's just 1 or 2 more pounds for you to make the weight, then get those 1 or 2 pounds off to make the weight. Because guess what? 1 or 2 pounds, it can equivalent to water very easily. That's nothing. And to rehydrate with 1 or 2 pounds is nothing. The rest of the weight is probably going to be a lot more water weight. But you know, just those 2 pounds that you were struggling with, we know that those are safe pounds. You can get rid of those. If that's all you're struggling with, it's just a couple of pounds, then get those off. And then go ahead and put that, you know, get the fluids back in. When you take the fluids back in, don't just drink water. Don't just drink water, man. You have to drink a solution. A solution of water. You have to make sure you get some water. And then make sure you get water with the electrolytes. I'm going to just put it that way. I'm not going to give you guys my special formula. Wink, wink. I'm not going to give you all my special formula, but I do have a special formula. I just don't like to give out that kind of information online or on this live chat. But you drink your formula of water, and no, not one of those formulas that we hear about. The special formula, not none of that shit. The asthma medicine and all that shit. No, we're not talking about that. That's not a special formula, and that can actually do some harm to you. That could do harm and stuff like that, because your body naturally, you know, does stuff to help you open up your breathing and stuff, your bronchial tubes and all that. So we don't want to be adding stuff to that if we don't need it. If we don't need it for the stamina, just get your ass to see. And all this is doing is going back to what I'm saying. She also said the Panama Lewis special. Yeah. No, we don't want no Panama Lewis specials. So all this is just going right back. See how we stand on topic? Because the thing is, it's just going right back to you not having your ass in shape like you should be. That's all it's going back to, is you're just not in shape. Get your ass in shape. So we don't have to keep talking about you. Stop coming in 4 pounds over and then they say, forget it, I ain't gonna fight. Because you're fighting a fighter, and then you look, and see, this is what I don't like. Because you told on yourself when you let a fighter go the distance or something, and you came in overweight, or it took you a long time to get him out of there, because you was fighting at a whole different weight than he was. It's stupid. It don't look right. It's a black eye. It is a black eye. I wouldn't let you fight. I'd strip your ass. You strip. Or no, you can't fight. There's no money. They see that they're letting these fighters. Some of these fighters have so much money. They're fighting somebody who's not getting that much money, to where they could just take the money hit. I wouldn't do no money hit. I cancel that shit. I cancel all the money. Instead of it being a money hit, it'll be a total hit. Like you just forfeited the fight. Somebody else is gonna fight this guy. They get your purse. I bet your ass come in shape then, right? If they just start taking purses and giving it to somebody, a standby. Let the standby and the other guy divide your shit up. How long is your promoter gonna stay with your ass? See? Your promoter is not gonna stay with you. Okay, so back to the whole Loma thing. So we're trying to establish that the ESPNs, the Bob Arams and stuff like that, are going to be the ones that try to get this rematch. I don't know if Loma was really hurt. I don't really care if he was hurt. He wasn't fighting like he was hurt, because if you hurt, you fight hard. You fight crazy. Like, oh shit, he hurt me. You fight different. You fought like a little. I don't know if you could have done nothing. You got hurt. You wasn't really hurting nobody. You just couldn't. You couldn't get your move off. So did your ability? So let me get this right. So Loma's ability to get around to the right side was hindered because of his injury. Because that little hop in shit wasn't. He couldn't get that shit off. That was because of injury. They always want to taint somebody's win. But then again, I'm not gonna sit here and make it. I'm not gonna make it seem like Lopez is gonna be the greatest or nothing like that. No, we're not gonna have that. You see what I mean? We're not gonna have that. We're not gonna make somebody the greatest until you do all the things you have to do. We're gonna respect all of you, but you're gonna have to do certain things. It's like Wilder. Wilder has to do stuff now. He's gonna have to do certain things now. So if the Tyson Fury fight is not on, then you're gonna have to fight. You've been out of boxing too long, man. You've been spectating with us now. You've been out of boxing too long. Especially when you got somebody like, then you making it seem like, so Dylan White is showing everybody off because he's gonna come right back and fight. One of the only fighters that fought twice this year, right, will be Dylan White. Especially like back to back. That's that old school shit. He throwing that old school shit on y'all, and he's got y'all looking like, oh shit, he gonna fight twice. Y'all better try to do something. UFC take and give your opponent like 15 or 30% of your pay if you miss weight on your opponent's decides to carry on with the fight. Nah, that's not good enough, y'all, sir. Nope. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that they just take your money and your ass is out the event. Standbys. How many standbys? You could have 2 or 3 standbys for one weight class. They in shape. Because they getting in shape while you getting in shape. Okay, they might get 3 weeks though, but they getting in shape. For money, how many of you would get in shape for money? Regardless, if you just had to fight, if you knew you was in, especially if you getting $100,000, you're gonna fight a 3-rounder. Now, even people in here that maybe never even boxed or not boxed professional, or maybe not even boxed that long, you're gonna get your ass in shape for 3 weeks for $100,000. And yes, you making that much at work every day or every month. Shit, why not? That's right. Y'all said that's a good question. Actually, how long of a inactivity until a boxer is a spectator like us? That's what it is. So if you end up being a spectator because you've been sitting around too long, and you got other people, you're making other people look like champs. Like, oh yeah, I'm the best thing going. No, you're not really the best thing going, but you are. I can't really argue because you coming right back and fighting, and some fighters we can't even get a damn fight. But we got some good ones that's coming up. And the politics behind this fight, if it does happen again, we got to watch this very carefully. I'm just asking you guys to just watch it. I'm asking you. Watch this fight. To make sure no BS goes on. That's all I'm saying. We just want to make sure that no BS, goes on with this fight. I don't know how we can look at it, but because shit that happens, it can happen. And then if it does happen, will it be some kind of a robbery? If it does happen, is it going to be a robbery? Will it be a robbery? But I think Lopez has other options right now. It's going to be even hard, even with the old media. I think it'll be hard to manipulate and get a fight because he feels. And here's another thing about Lopez. And this is my opinion. I'm just thinking that he might be doing a lot of mouthpiecing because he has the look now. But guess what? He don't have the bank account. So he's talking shit about people like Davis and stuff like that. But I can more or less guarantee you that Gervonta Davis has a bigger bank account. Even I'm not into their money like that. And probably even Haney probably has a bigger bank account. See? But now you figure you got those straps that you're going to have a bank account. But guess what? It was a false narrative. Because you don't have all the straps. That green belt was a fake. And a lot of people don't even know that. You don't have the WBC. Haney has the WBC. And let's just see it on paperwork. Let's see the paperwork for the fights. Let's see the paperwork. So if you're going to sign something, sign something. Because we ain't going to be sitting here just waiting and all that. So if you're going to get it signed, get some paperwork signed so we'll know what's going on. Right? We don't want to hear no dumb shit. We want to see paperwork signed. So sign the damn paperwork so we can get it on. But anyway, this is Wednesday, man. We're going to get out of here for the day. Hopefully I covered most of it. I mean, we ended up talking about some other stuff, man. God dang. Yeah, it was a good topic, though. I'm probably Gil right now is looking out the window right now. Trying to see what he can see, man. We start talking about them girls and stuff like that. But, hey, it is what it is. It's grown folks chat along with boxing chat and other chat, man. But it's always going to be what it is up here in Eagles Way of Boxing. You know, come in. If you like anything that we talk about, of course you know what to do, man. I don't have to explain. Other chats already told you what to do in order to get in touch with a person if you want to be down with them in their chat. So I don't have to keep explaining to you. Anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see. And my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. That's right, man. It's Wednesday, 21st of October. Nothing but blessings, man. Yeah. I'm going to catch y'all, man.